Hello, and welcome to CalmCreepy History. Tonight, we'll slip quietly into a chapter of history where silence wasn't peaceful. It was deadly. A time when the wind carried whispers of doom, and the smell of death lingered on every street. This is the story of the Black Death, a plague that swept across continents and left the world forever changed. The year is 1347. Europe is alive with trade and growth. Merchants sail the seas, markets hum with voices, and cities bloom with promise. But far to the east, something stirs. A sickness that starts quietly. A fever, a cough, but soon it will become the deadliest pandemic the world has ever seen. The plague arrives in Europe like a shadow on the water. It travels on trading ships, hiding in the fur of rats and the bodies of fleas. When the first ships dock in Sicily, they bring more than spices and silk. They bring death. Sailors stumble ashore, covered in black swellings the size of eggs. They gasp for breath, and within days, they are gone. Soon, the sickness spreads like fire through dry grass. Venice, Paris, London, no city is spared. The symptoms are cruel. Boils dark as ink rise under the skin. They swell, then burst. Fever burns through the body. Lungs filled with fluid until every breath feels like drowning. And then, silence. There is no cure, no explanation. People believe it is God's punishment. Some pray harder. Some whip themselves in the streets, hoping pain will cleanse their sins. But the plague does not care. Doctors wear strange, bird-like masks stuffed with herbs to block the poison air. They carry sticks to touch patients from a distance. But even they fall. The streets change. Markets close. Church bells toll endlessly. Carts rumbled through cobblestone alleys, piled with books. In a whisper begins to spread. Bring out your dead. Entire families vanish overnight. Villages are left empty. Cats and dogs roam freely, their owners long gone. And the silence grows heavier every day. But the dead are not the only victims. The living turn on each other. Rumors spread that the plague was caused by witches or by foreigners poisoning wells. Thousands are tortured and killed, innocent lives claimed by fear, as if death itself wasn't enough. Hatred blooms in its shadow. By the time the Black Death loosens its grip, Europe is broken. 1 out of every 3 people is gone. Cities lose half their population. Farms are empty. Fields overgrow with weeds. And the survivors are never the same. They live with the memory of a world that died around them, and with the haunting knowledge that death can come quietly and take everything. The plague changed more than lives. It changed the way people saw faith, power, and themselves. Feudal systems collapsed, new ideas began to rise, and in a strange way, out of death came the seeds of the modern world. But even now, the whispers remain. Old books tell of mass graves, church walls, bare-faded paintings of skeletons dancing with kings and peasants alike. A reminder that death spares no one. Not then, not now. Thank you for joining me tonight on this quiet journey into one of history's darkest chapters. If you'd like more calm stories about the terrifying truths of our past, subscribe to CalmCreepy History, because some stories should be told softly, so we never forget them. Sleep well, and remember, history never forgets.